Hey y'all ready for the tea? Y'all is ready for the tea. Man, I'm so excited about this shit, gang. Cause man, y'all know how I'm is about the Kanika Jenkins case, bro. And look, when I tell y'all, I toss and turn all night. All night. I ain't really getting no sleep because I'm just laid in the bed, just talking to turn Kanika. It's on my mind. It's I I'm I can't sleep, but the little sleep that I'm getting is still the same thing in a dream. Like, because when I slept with it on my mind, I said, man, get everybody in here, bro. Get everybody in here. I'm finna show y'all some real shit. Disclaimer: fair use and education purpose use only. Our rights, image, and music clip belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Watch this. There go the police sergeant, and I got that man on video coming in with who? Shit. I got the police sergeant right here where y'all see, right here, worth of Rosemont, coming in with who? Guess what time this is? $1:15. Ain't that when they said Kanika would be coming in? And woo, boy, y'all finna see a real movie. Y'all finna see a real movie, gang. That means, goddamn it, look, who will be in the lobby if you got the police in that motherfucker in a trance? Hold up. Watch this. Shall we? When y'all know when Kanika came in there, guess who else coming in? The news anchor guy. Pow. And that's at 1:15. And this at 1:15. So I said, hold up, do I need to play that goddamn footage again? Like, now, no cuts, no video edit, no nothing. Let's play that video. Like when they got, look, just rewind this video back. Check this out. Check this out. Let's go to, oh shit. Look at this. And that one, Burberry, boy, don't this feel like it's finna be a movie now? Boy, check this out. If it was a movie, and if it was dealing with trafficking and stuff when it comes to human body parts and stuff that we all believe there was a conspiracy. So that means anybody that you see on this camera is a part of it, cause ain't no outsiders gonna be on this camera footage. So you basically seeing the whole thing. Man, get those likes up right now. Cause check this out. Let's go to this scene. I'm gonna go to my podcast, John, cause I just want y'all to see this what's going on in the lobby. At 1:15. This at 1:13. This at 1:13. Let's play that footage and see how this shit finna roll. Alright, they coming in. Alright, they coming in. Just watch everybody that come in after them. Look, the whole hotel is shut down for this moment. Kanika come in this back door. I'm gonna keep that camera rolling. And I'm gonna play this camera. Look, boom, they go the dudes. Bam. Right? Same group that got a ballroom downstairs on the lower level. Look, boom, go out here and make it look normal. All right. I'm gonna play this video. And I'm gonna play this video. There go Bree Bree coming in. Boy, no wonder why this footage makes sense now. Everybody you see on the camera is a part of it. Boom, watch these girls come in. You see that girls coming in the back door? Coming down food court hall. Boy, you finna get some lot of time skipping when it come to this, cause you see them coming in. Check this out. You see them coming in. They finna come in the lobby. Damn, they go the police dude. There he go. Bam, coming in. Whoa. So that's when the girls come in. Boom. Then you got the who coming in? The news anchor at the back door. Man, I tossed and turned all night cause I was studying so bad, and when I was like, I'm gonna go lay down, but I ain't really sleepy, you know what I'm saying? But I need to get some rest. And I'm sitting up there, man. I was tossing and turning, bro, cause the research that I found, I said, man, if I go back to that footage, and if I see this shit, boom, the news anchor coming in. Now look, boom, y'all see these girls, look. They come in, the time finna skip on this camera. Now look, once you look at this, all this shit scripted. Y'all just see that? The news anchor, now look, you ain't even finna see these girls on the footage that walked through her. Time froze on this footage. So wow. Boom. Where the news anchor dude at? And the other girls that came with him. They went to where? Bam. Ooh wee. Then guess what? You got the security red jacket. You got the trans in the lobby. It was designed. Whoa, look at this. So now you see why this camera time will be froze. When you press play that, now you see why look, we got to pause that junk, you know what I'm saying? Why this will be going on, you know what I'm saying? But we got to keep this junk rolling. That junk got to keep rolling, you know what I'm saying? This junk, you gonna have to pause, cause guess what? You got people will come out of here, out of there, out of there, out of all in this area. Now look who come in. Check this out. Everybody is a part of the script. Who that is? Do not tell me that's Carl Nesbitt. I mean, not Carl. Yeah. Boom. Boy, watch he finna change. Look, check this out. He gonna be with. Boy, look at this. Bam, he finna go change clothes. He finna go change clothes. Now look who coming in. Watch this. Now y'all see this group coming in. Now this group, they go Irene. Bow! Boy, look at this. Is some cold shit. Then look. That's when you got Bree nigga coming in. Wait a minute, time. This shit moving too fast. This shit moving too fast. This at 118. This at 118. Right? Now you see they finna come in the back though. Guess what they finna do? Guess what these little white chicks finna do? After the news anchor came in, after the police sergeant come in, watch what they finna do. Look, boom. Irene in the lobby, Bree, boom. That's why you never saw Kanika in this lobby. Guess what they finna do? You see it finna pop up at the bottom of the screen. But so bam, then look. Oh, whoa. So they finna leave. So you mean tell me you come in the hotel just to leave the hotel so you could be a distraction while this going on and that going on, cause they both finna go on the lower level. Ooh wee. Golly. Look who coming in. Check this out. They go the same delivery dude. All right, Bree finna go back to the back. Irene finna come in. And guess who she with? Charlotte. All these is Miss Teresa people and the people she sold her daughter to. That's all you see on the footage. You see a family secret with a hotel secret. And Miss Teresa try to make it look like that. Yeah, you know, I don't know none of these people, you know. This was this Irene birthday party, and that's all I know, and I'm sticking to the script. We're sticking to this one. So boom. This at 11:20. Keep this in mind, y'all. Everything you see is 11 something. 2 hours off. That's what make it so special. And look who you got. You got the news anchor Flacco. Then you got the police sergeant coming in there with a chick dressed like she a little you know, a little prostitution going on, you know what I'm talking about? A little prostitution going on. Then you got him delivering, because I remember on YouTube, they always said, man, look into the delivery people that's coming in, because you know people gonna be ordering food and you know what I'm saying, shit like this. But the same people you see is finna go and deliver food allegedly to the 9th floor. So watch this. That's why everything looked the way it looked like. So the whole time they had us looking at the footage like, okay, they go to cleaning crew. They cleaning. And the whole time, that's why you got the cleaning crew in there. It's a movie set on surveillance footage. Boom, look how he snuck out the back door. Check this out. He left with him. That's leaving out the door because they went through her. They both went on the lower level and somehow he made it back on this floor, end up in the bathroom with Bree Bree. And he come back in and is you watching that footage? Look at this shit. Bam, that's why cause if anything pop out, it's like a movie. Think about it like a movie, a blockbuster movie. That's why, look at your mindset. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, they go to translator. Boom, she up to something. Boom, he finna dip off again and he finna, know what I'm saying? Then that's why you see him finna go back to her. That's why you see him going back to her. Then look who else coming in. Check this out. Do this look familiar now? Whoa! Who is that white girl right there? Who is that? Better not be that same white girl that will walking and coughing and getting off on their elevators. Look at this shit right here. Look. Shit. So that means everything that you seeing on the footage right now, everybody is involved. Hey, they might play these people little small role just to be like, hey, roll that garbage out. Cause we want the public to think her body was in the bag at that time. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mystery. Put your mind in the mystery when you thinking Bill Murray style and he used to making movies and shit like this. But it's all about the harvesting too. Man, this is the most bizarre shit. And I tossed and turned all night last night and I swear, man, this what I did. I got up and I said, man, I'ma just link all the footage up. If I see any elites on this junk when they trying to fit a narrative, Kanika arrived at the hotel around 1 something. That's what the distraction was, cause they ain't show you the people that was coming in the lobby right behind her. The same news anchors, the same police department people. Then you got the actors in the film surveillance footage. Look. I'm just letting the camera roll. You just caught a news anchor, a police sergeant on the footage, and the police sergeant coming, and I'm quite sure that ain't his wife, cause I already know Rosamund is a capital of that motherfucker when it come to prostitution, cause they ain't know that was the biggest whole scroll out there, you know. Man, we'll talk about that cremation later. Just look what's on that footage. And then that will answer your question. Hey, what's on that footage? Maybe they had to cremate somebody. So that's an answer that you can get off watching the footage. Like, well, let me see, because they going to cremate everybody. That means if they cremate and embalm anybody, you covering up a case and you will see why it had to take so long. Now, look, they go Bree Bree. Bam, Bree Bree finna come back in. Look, so when you think about Miss Teresa say, yeah, we're going to drop this live video 2 hours after this scene. Because this at 11 something, right? Kanika already in the room. Right? Kanika already in the room. The thing is, when she came out the room, because when she came out the room, she went somewhere else and left out the hotel. But she seen coming back in this bitch and meeting up with dude. And then look who y'all you finna see. I ain't even gonna say nothing. When I said everybody need to do their research, now you will see like, damn, look at this. Now I know. Now I want. Now I understand why they was like, yeah, look. Guess who family that is? If you got Miss Teresa family there, guess who this family is? Guess who this family is? Whoa. Cause everybody finna benefit off this. It ain't just Miss Teresa family. It's other family as well. And they own the footage. Do your research, do your background. When I was like, damn, why I'm leaking look, look at this. Man. So think about from 11 to 12. Man, y'all, they said we get a noise complaint around 12. So what was the noise complaint about at 12? That's when you first repeated the noise complaint. Then you skip over from one something. You skip to one something and to two something say you got a noise complaint again. So once you skipped over one song, we already know the ball theory. Like, okay, sometime she had to come outside, meet up with dudes. So when you got the noise complaint at two some, it would actually at one some. It's look at that noise. Look. Watch what they finna do. Look, watch what they finna do. This at one. Look, watch what. Let me speed this camera up. Look who coming in there, John. Hold on, I got to rewind it a little bit. All right. Let me fit the time up right quick. There they go right there. Now look, boom, check this out. Now you got them coming in. So you mean to tell me they finna come in? Look, boom. Then look, you got straight dropping them coming in at the bottom of the screen. So now you see how when you keep that footage rolling, now don't this shit look real authentic, the truth? Like damn, they go straight drop coming in with these people. Check them out. Just look who all on the footage. Everybody on the footage is a part of everything. Look, guess who that is? Hmm. That's why Straight Drop always said, yeah, man, this was a movie. And people, look, remember all that shit what Straight Drop said? Now look, Kanika got there, Straight Drop there, the police there, the news anchor there, the one that's gonna give us the narrative and like, yeah, we looking for the suspects that rent the room that night. We find out it's a fire. Yeah, those people there to give you the narrative to start out with. So Mr. Rizika feed off of it like, how did she ain't gonna say nothing about the person that booked the room because that's gonna go back to her family because guess who you see on the surveillance footage? Her little nephews booking the room. So guess what the news gonna put everybody in? Like, yeah, it was booked with a fraudulent credit card. So everybody know it was booked with a fraud credit card, but that was a lie. It was booked through family members, bro. It was booked through family members, and it linked back to a family members all the way in New York. Same person that took a flight down here for this shit. So that means everybody that look, they go straight dropping them. He family members. That's why he was there. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? This just a family thing that's going on. Just imagine that you went to a family reunion a couple of times in your life and you know what I'm saying, you meet family members you didn't even know. Or you could be your first family member and you didn't know you was the chosen one to be sacrificed because this how these people get down. Fuck you talking about. The footage is speaking for itself. You see this? Look, y'all think that's a regular guest? Nah. They ain't no regular guest right there. Nah. You think this a regular person? That's a regular person? Nah. Man, look at it like this here. The elites got the hotel for the night. Ain't nobody coming in. Look, it's like this here. Ain't ain't no they got the whole hotel booked. They got control of the cameras and they booked this shit ahead of advance. So that means when people would try to book a room, cause ain't nobody just really walking in here unless they had a schedule or set it up. Ain't no random people would just come here. Well, you know, it will, but it gonna be in few numbers because nobody don't travel without making, you know what I'm talking about, arrangements. So everybody that you see on the footage is all the part of this shit. So they got us looking at it like, well, these people ain't nothing to look at when they come to this. And the whole time you watching a real snuff fucking film. Look. You finna see more elites come in. Thumb me up, y'all wanna see more elites come in. Damn, that's why these doors opening up. Shit, that's why Straight Drive like, yeah, let me play with the kids a little bit so he can come on in. So we can set it up so he can come on in. This finna be a distraction. And he there, look, Straight Drop is right there with the trans. So he gonna know who she is. Think about all his content when it came to this girl in the pink shirt, the trans. Bam! Look at that little boy. Look at that little boy. Guess who kids them is? Them ain't straight drop kids. Guess who kids them is? Shit. Mm-mm. Guess who ain't them two little boys right there? You know what I'm about? Them two little boys right there. I wanna know them little Nora kids. I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there. I want to know them little Nora kids. But keep this in mind. You know when you see this laptop right here, know it's finna go down when you got that laptop. You want you know, you already checked in this bitch. But we already know when you checked in earlier that day. You know what I'm saying? This one you just go and get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, play that little tablet right here and put y'all hoodie on. Don't take it off, but you know, he have his heel. Let me take this shit off. Look, play the role. Look, everybody you see coming in on the footage, look, it's crazy to me now. And look, you could tell, even now you can see like, damn, look, he gotta be some type of executive or something. You know what I'm saying? Look, all of them coming in. Shit. Matter of fact, look, watch this. Look how these people come in. Check this out. Now, look, you know this shit really staged now. This finna confirm, Tregang, you a cold motherfucker. Look, these people just come in. Now you see headlights, right? You're gonna see headlights in this area. Now they coming. Is they looking for a room to check in for that night? And if it is, you know what I'm saying, would you there to fuck something that night? You know what I'm saying? But this what you want. They what they want y'all to think. But you really look at it. They just need people just come in every now and then, make it look like, yeah, man, these people looking for a room and stuff. And why you get the real people, all these people trying to make it in life, and whoever agreed to what's going on, yeah, let's get this started. Look at this. I ain't got to say no more, y'all. Boom. It was all scripted. When we heard Irene said we've been planning this for months, the hotel been planning this for months. Look how organized they is. And look how sloppy Kanika folks was. See what I'm saying? Look how sloppy Miss Teresa was on their part. All because they ghetto as hell, and you know what I'm saying? And then look how they got this on their footage. Like, look, we got everything calm. Boom, boom, boom. We did our part. Bam. That's why you think, look, I'ma tell you this. I believe Kanika is actually deceased. Cause look, boom, you see that girl. Look, you even see the girl at the bottom of the screen do this. Look at the bottom of the screen. Everybody know. Look, playing the same role what Kanika finna do. Boom, bumping in the walls. Come on, man. And look who that is. Can I rewind it for you again? You ain't looking at the back door. Look at the back door. My point exactly. I'ma play like bam, boom, boom. That's how they gonna be playing her ass. So the whole time I was watching in this footage when I was studying, I overlooked all the this. Until when I was like, wait a minute, this don't seem right, cause you got people will come in the back door and they leave out, and these people will come in here. See how they just come in and boom, and look how they finna what? Look what they finna do. See that? Now look, the same lady. You see how her mood just changed when it come to this scene? And then look what, I guess y'all forgot about all that going on. But that's why the YouTuber want y'all so focused in on this part. Like, look, y'all focus on this lady right here. And they had you just focus on this. But not this to put this with this. And be like, well, damn. Is that the reason why she at the front desk? And they doing this, and that's why she keep looking at her girl. All family involvement. Now y'all see, check this out. If this going on right now, don't y'all think y'all want to start from the very first beginning when it comes to that surveillance footage? Guess who I seen walking through that goddamn door? I said, shit. No wonder why they started this bitch out around 8 some September the 8th. Cause that's when who arrived in room 926. Cause Irene finna get there. Irene done got there allegedly already at, she said when she said she showed up 9:10. On the footage gonna show her around 11. Around by this time when Kanika finna show up. Make it look like a party. So when you go back to the 911 call, look. You got two males coming in the hotel now. You got two males coming in the hotel. And they, in this type of hotel alone, that mean they got a room together, don't it? Man, you say Tregang, do I need any workers on my team? You betcha I do, Jack. Come on down, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm willing to work with anybody on this shit, bro. Cause look what the footage showing. Man, we could be an army about this shit, bro. They spread that message out there. And then look, I got damn near 50,000 subscribers. Think about this, like Tregang got 50,000 subscribers. How he get those 50,000 subscribers and where he got his narrative from? Cause those goddamn family member was in my inbox and was like, boom, Tregang put this out there. At that time, I ain't know that was the family inboxing me. And you got the staff inboxing me. So you got the staff inboxing me, and they both saying one thing. This the crazy part about the Tregang was like, who I'm believe? These bastards or these bastards? Meaning that you see family members on this lobby footage. You're gonna see these people. Look. If you look at the way, like, damn, Tregang, all those trolls that were coming to Tregang platform, they was the family the whole time, bro. Wasn't none troll about them. They were just doing some trolling shit. So when I got those 50,000 subscribers, I was battling it between a family going against the hotel. Cause it's gonna get exposed. And they both, look, check this out. Miss Teresa's side of the family gave me the Tregang. Look into this. You'll see the hotel involvement. Look closer. But the whole time I'm looking close and I'm finding out time skip, then I'm looking at it like, damn, well, I see these guys finna come in and look what they finna do. Check this out. Same guy that came from this area, look what they finna do. Just look at this. You know where they came from, right? Watch this. You think they gonna be there? Hey man, I need a room for me and my buddies. Now you got T.Y. and them coming in. Now look, you got the whole family. Now look. Like I just said, you got the family in my inbox giving me information so I can expose the hotel. So I'm exposing the hotel, and the hotel respond to Tregang and be like, fuck that. Look at this shit then, Tregang. And now that's how I got those motherfuckers 50 goddamn thousand subscribers. Cause I'm battling between the hotel staff and the family. The family in my inbox. I could never understand with like, damn, the employees in my inbox. I got the family in my inbox. At the time, I didn't know that the hotel in my inbox, the family involved, because they was coming like, man, let me expose the hotel. So exposing the hotel was on Miss Teresa's side. And exposing the family was on the hotel side, exposing Miss Teresa and them. But it's exposing both of them, because look what they looking to. Boom, these dudes come in, bam, look where they finna go. See that? Bam! How y'all? Now y'all seeing that? Now y'all seeing that? Kanika already in the room, so that mean they finna get video of Kanika. So this where you finna get T.Y. Video from. This where you finna get T.Y. video from. Now, let me do this. I'm gonna go back to that parking lot later and explain this. But once you go to T.Y. rolling live, that's why you getting this video, cause Kanika will be in the room. Won't that would make sense? Hold on. Hold on. Come on, give me the real original T.Y. live video. Fuck it. I'll just play this John. Now that's why you would have them in the room and that could be Kanika. Look, now, look. I got to think about the edit when I first exposed this. Think about this. When this ain't when I need the original live. Now fuck this, cause this gonna fuck me up right here. Cause I'm trying to get the original video so I can explain it. I don't want Greg Hur. Man, y'all see how they doing in there? They go her original live, but what T.Y. John there? Hold up. Oh man, they sure know what to do. I need the T.Y. live video. Y'all see how now y'all see what I be going through? I could go live and look for T.Y. live video, but I can't find it. But if I ain't going live, I could go straight to it. They gonna make me harmful because I need the full live. Hold on. Damn, man. Let me play this one. Let me just play this one. All right. Now look what this look like now. You got Kanika in the room. You saw her come in there with Bree Bree. Boom. You saw her come in there with Bree Bree. Now look. Here go the live video. You gotta start it from right here. That's when he first come in. That's when he will first come in the room, according to the video. That's when he will first come in. Guess what you see? When he first come in that junk, right? Hold up. When he first come in, there go Kanika. There go Kanika when he come in. Look what it look like in reverse. You come in the room. Bam. There go, look. You film in the bathroom. Look, when you film in the bathroom, bam, you got everybody bug jumping. So now you know she in the room because of this video, what you see. Right? All the way up to right here. The manager knock on the door. Once the manager knock on the door, flip that camera around. Right here. She left already. She gone. And that's why you got everybody celebrating. That's why you don't see her on this side. Look, boom. Everybody. Look. So they made this the beginning of the video, and this supposed to be the ending of the video. This what they would celebrate when she leave that motherfucker. That's why you got a noise complaint. And check this out. So look, that means when you get balls, Kanika Jenkins will be meeting up with who? Dude in the lobby. That just showed you that she finna leave out with management. Kanika done left out that motherfucking room. And when she left out that room, she ended up walking back in that hotel meeting up with a dude. Her own people. And her own people lure her where? Back to the fucking kitchen. And this why they celebrating. It's over with. Look. Listen what they saying.
You ain't never seen a watch, nigga. This a woman. Yeah, y'all finna get put out. Y'all finna get put out.
See that? So look. Once you get that right, that's why you get this. Check this out, y'all. After that, when that was going on, that's why Miss Teresa had to edit Kanika voice in this video. Cause that's when they came back to the room when you see Bree come back to the room. They put her in the look. There it go right there on the footage. So look, the whole time, Bree finna go to the car to meet up with who? Why Kanika would still be in the room. Boy, that's a snake bitch. And look at the people that's coming in. They all the part of it. Cause one thing they gonna know is when it's finna go down. Bam! You see how she was finna go out to the pool area? Then, oh, let me go out this door. Look at this shit.
Insurance is extremely important. I am beyond thankful.
So look, once you get this, that's why Irene, her will be all over her head, cause this video was actually at one some. But Kanika is not in that room. Guess who in the room dressed like Kanika? But you heard Kanika's voice, all because you heard her talking about a pocket ticket. That was at 11 some. They took that audio and added with this to make her look like she was still in the fucking room. Man, we need 100 likes on this shit, bro. Cause look at this shit. You actually got the actors. Look at this. When I was looking at this video, I'm just thinking people just coming in, checking in. You think y'all thinking, hold on, wait a minute, it's him, her. Wait a minute, it's just him and her. Where they come in there? Where your girls at? Oh, I see what's going on. Y'all there with the same group. So once you got Irene, they put the girl in the freezer where they don't even think about the freezer. They actually murdered the girl. When they murdered the girl, now she in a hotel possession. That's why it's a back and forth. Be like, who actually killed her? The family actually killed her, bro. The hotel just took possession of the body because they gonna benefit off of it. The hotel ain't finna kill nobody. They finna kill her, bro. Oh, you wanna set her up? Well, y'all gonna have to kill her then. We'll pay you to do that now. And guess what they agreed to? They gonna kill her live on film. Look, this what these people coming to there for. Ain't it strange that you got people at this time of the night, you just got random people just showing up in sequence like with suitcases and yeah, you know, I made it. Look at this shit. Bree finna come back in. That's why she started out with the video like this here. You funny as fuck, Bree.
You funny as fuck, Bree.
All because not this scene when you seen Bree come back in. We talking about the scene that Bree came back in at 1:30. Yeah. Look. Play this John. And make it so bad. This the cold part about it. When I was begging everybody to do research, when I did my research, I said, damn, look who coming in the lobby. Look, right here, who that is? Coming in with Bree and look just like Bree. Just like Bree. See that? Who that is? Watch this. Ooh wee. Look who coming in the back door. Boy, dude, that better not. Whoa, look at this shit. Y'all, I'ma just mute my microphone. Cause this is a time right now that I just want to show the whole world, if you watching, they had us, the public, thinking like, oh, we just see people coming in, checking in, and look, they go to Bree coming in with the red energy board drinking. It's all want you basically focus on the friends when they come to this point. And not everybody that's coming in. Cause if you want to do the right thing, all I'm just saying is be like, damn, if you really want to bust the Kanika Jenkins case, how many murder suspects you gonna get? Cause the murder gonna go back to who? Miss Teresa family, not the hotel. The hotel gonna be guilty for selling the body parts. So when you think about, yeah, the hotel staff killing, if you believe the hotel staff killed her, yeah, you'll never get justice. But if you believe the family killed her, yeah, you'll get justice. Cause if you expose the family, then you expose, damn, that's why they sold her for. Cause these people got the money. That's why you got these bitches coming back in right here in the lobby. I ain't gonna say shit. Just look at Daisy. Damn, where you just come from? And yeah, look. Bam, why you stopping at the restaurant? I understand that, cause this bitch right here work in the kitchen. Right here, in the fucking kitchen. These employees, bruh. Employees. So you mean to tell me soon when Kaniga arrive, look at how everybody else arrived. That's the crazy part about it. So yeah, just check this out, y'all. So basically, what you actually seeing on the video right now is family clearly on video. Look where they heading to. In the cut. Kaniga would be in the room. Right? You know that. France know that. So Kaniga would still be in the room. And that's why French K will be meeting up with them out the room. He know what's about to happen. It's not like what Shemaya told me, oh, how she come out the room? Well, we left her, we took her out the room and left her by the hall elevator. That wasn't true. If you erase that out your head, what Shemaya said and Monifa talking about, yeah, she was in the hallway when we came back looking for the phone and she wasn't there. No, do what the footage showed. She's still in the room, perfectly fine. She's still in the room, perfectly fine, but goddamn it, it's some pressure putting on her. Yeah. They got the news dude coming back in. They got the news dude coming back in. So That's why I told everybody do their research. Why you asking me that question? Be like, why they chose Kanika? Do your research. Why you think they chose Kanika? I know now. I beg everybody to do their research. Make it so bad, it ain't even hard to find out. You know how if you were raised up back in the old days when you lost the remote, goddamn it. You ain't found a remote yet, you ain't looking hard enough. You'll see why. Then you'll see why he would be coming in. Guess who that is? Guess who that is? I ain't never thought about none of this shit. So I did my research, man. I kicked and turned all last night, bro. I said, man, look, I got to go back to this footage and vibe. Cause the spirit told me, bro. Man, the spirit told me, said, man, if you think that whatever you thinking, only thing you need to do is go back, play the footage. If you press the play button and if you see the people that you exposing, like, look, he on the footage, they on the footage. But once you look at the time on the footage, like, oh, this shit was a setup all from the top. They got her to the room. Boom, boom, boom. That's why you got the newsman out there, the police, because they one that's finna give you the narrative. Them the ones finna give you a narrative, all that old drunk shit in the room, drugging her and all this old shit. You still believe that? Look. Look who put the narrative out there. They go to Nature. She finna drug Kanika. Man, that was a lie. Man, that when that girl walked in that lobby, she was still calling her. It was a clear murder. The only reason why they said they had to admit that she had one drink in her system, cause she had a cup in her hand. She had a cup in her hand and she could have took a sip. You see what I'm saying? Cause they got her on video, but like, look, here goes him. Let me pull you up, Kanika. You ain't just see Kanika just hitting that motherfucker. You see that Kanika with that same cup and hit that motherfucker one time and like, I'm cool. But if they got it on camera, they could say one sip is too much for you. Look. And then look. That could be a possibility if the girl's still alive. Maybe she just sold the kidneys to a high celebrity and was like, we'll give you a new life after this, you know what I'm saying? It could be that. But if you look at the video, what the video show, besides Kanika, don't even think about the family or none of this. Look at actors, movies, in the hotel part on their surveillance footage. Look who y'all see come in. Look. I'm gonna give y'all a spoiler alert. This same dude right here was in the kitchen. Let me stop it right here. I'm finna make y'all watch this footage. Hold up. I'm gonna go to the timestamp on this shit. Man, I'm finna go to the timestamp on this shit. What that look like? Hold on. Damn, what my right here. Look at the people that's coming in the back door. I ain't gonna say none. If you ain't did your research, you don't know who these people is. You would be a distraction. Now you see this in the lobby, right? Guess who that is? I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't gonna say nothing. And look what time this person would be in the motherfucking kitchen. Look at this. I'm telling y'all. Watch this, y'all. Ain't nobody finna say nothing about him. I'ma just play the foot. Oh, that's why I thought you were the delivery guy. Oh, so you came there to check in at that time, cause when you check in, you know. Oh, okay, I understand. Look, let me go to him. Hold on, watch this. Let me go to him so we can verify this shit. Him. There's him. There's him. There's gonna be him, bro. I need to get that clear little look. Cause I need that lower level camera to catch him walking. So I can put it to him. And you'll be like, oh, that's why he would be checking in with. That's the same thing this look like. When he checked in, what that dude at? Oh man, they ain't got him on her. But that's gonna be him. Trust me on this when I say that, bro. I know these images gonna look a little different to y'all, but bam, watch this. Them the same people that was running in the back. Now you see what I'm saying? So I got the cameras in the lobby time ahead. Now you see what's going on at the back door. Now you see why they was running. Then look why you think they will be running? Them ain't no guests. Them hotel employees, bro. Bam, then you got Leonora and them coming back in with Cece. Ooh, wait. Now you finna see why. Oh, okay. So she gonna text message her sister talking about I'm ready to go cause look, the pressure been pulling up on her, right? What time this is? 12:24. Yeah, buddy. So now you see who came back in, Leonora, Puck and them. Guess where they going to, Kanika? That's why. That's why when you seen on Kanika phone, girl, let me be a thought in peace and all this. Do that sounds familiar? Round about this time stamp, and you got Lyra North in a jet up there, see what the fuck going on? Yeah, look what that footage show. That's why they got this motherfucker paused at certain time. Then look, they go other family members at the back door. I did my research. I'm like, man, these people really came in this bitch through the back door, and they in all the Facebook live group. Look at the big girl. They all a part of it. These ain't just no regular guests just coming in. Look what they do. Only thing you gotta do watch their footage and be like, damn. Boom, that's when Bree finna leave, right? And guess who she with? Family member. Guess where they going? She ain't finna leave the hotel, I know that much. She finna go be in the area where Kanika finna be lured to. Look. Check this out. That's why you never saw Bree in TY live. Why you think you never saw Bree in TY live? Cause that's when TY actually going live. That's why you never saw her in the TY live video. Cause you in the lobby leaving out. So when you in the lobby leaving out, guess when you gonna come back in? See, when she leave, guess when she gonna come back in? Round about this time. Right here. So look, that means when Kanika was lured out there, that's why in the beginning they said, well, she had to leave with Bree then. That's why you got Kanika lookalike on her. Was like, well, damn, if you look at the narrative in the beginning, they were like, well, Bree, when she left, she was with you then. Cause there she go right there. When you left. So how would you come back and she would still be roaming the halls when you come back? It don't make sense to you. I did a little more research. I said, oh yeah, it make perfect sense to me now. It made perfect sense to me now. You got family all on the footage, and guess what? That's why you got Tanasia there, cause Tanasia, Monifa is fucking with her brother. I ain't know Herman Tolliver was brothers with brothers with Tanasia Walker. No wonder why Tanasia Walker last name totally different from T.Y. Rowland. You know what I'm saying? That's why you ain't go see Bree in the live video. So look, this when they look, once you see this shit, when TY went, this could give you a timestamp of like when the live went. So that means it either when y'all were talking about y'all were ready to go, that's when you finna see TY live would end when everybody would come in the lobby. You know what I'm saying? So that means Kanika would have had to came out there jump round about this time when they finna go leave out of her, just like what Bree finna do. But they gonna come back in. And once they come back in, once you see even them out and all those other girls come in, that's when Kanika had to leave the room at that time. Cause that's when she, bruh. I mean, not the room, but man, check this out. I don't know why you keep saying Bree is the hater. Why would you say Bree is the hater? Out of all people, Bree ain't. That's just like you saying the judge is hating on John Gotti. Yeah, that's where I'ma lock you up because you know what I'm saying? She just simply set the girl up. She didn't give a fuck about that. If you look at their history, why would she would be cool with Kanika? If you look at the background, you will see what I was like. They're just like, damn, they're just like some friends of yours. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never grew up with. You just met these people. You know what I'm saying? These people finna set your ass up just on the screen to your family member. You see what I'm saying? It's just like Mr. Reese saying, man, I'm jealous of my daughter. It's not that she's jealous of her daughter. Man, that's $1 million. Fuck that. Kill her. They ain't got shit to do with jealousy, bro. It's just a business deal. That's why you see all these people put it like this here. When I told everybody, I said, man, look, I never looked at the footage the way I'm looking at it now. Now I understand why you got people will come in at the back door just to leave out the front door with luggage and all. And you got people will come in here with luggage and all will dip out the back door. And then you got people at the same time just say like for this quantity. Now look how this finna go. Look at this shit. Once you do your research, you'll be like, oh, I know who that is. What time this is? This at 12 something, not 2 something. So once you figure out like, damn, this finna expose the hotel, cause they were like, well, this not at 2 something, this at 12. So why is the news saying, oh, we got Kanika coming in the lobby at 1 something in the morning? Cause that's when she met up with dude. She already been in the motherfucker. Man, you got people with know your health record and you know your blood type and whisper your family ear. You know I paid $1 million or something for that body. What? Let me think about it. How I'ma do this? Cause you know, Kanika, she family origin. And the family, you know what I'm saying? That's why we chose her ass. Goddamn, she had the same blood type. And guess what? Guess what they're gonna have to do? If you see Kanika, it will be mighty strange. Something happened to Kanika, and nobody don't know nothing. The reason why nobody don't know nothing is because the same people that said they don't know nothing is with family members. Look at everybody coming in. I swear you will see these people on different TV shows or somebody that it was a crisis actor one time and they needed this person to say, yeah, man, I synced it all. Look, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna mute my microphone. I'm gonna just let y'all watch the video. Cause it don't need no narrative. I gave you the blueprint. So if you know, well, if this at 12, hold on. right? If this at 12 something, and when they talk, so they finna bust Miss Teresa talking about when you saw your daughter. I last saw her at 11 something. That means you last saw her at the Crown Plaza, bitch. And not at the house. That's why everybody said they saw her last, you know what I'm saying, at one song and told you when they arrived between, you know, they seen Kanika Durr. Look. Now you see why they would be coming in. Look, check this out. If you already got a room at the hotel and you just chilling, you know, why would you need to go back to the hotel to check about what? It just to make everything look good. That's all. And I'm reading my microphone, my mouth, y'all. I just want y'all to see this. That's why the hotel dead. Think about it. Now you see how the traffic slowed down and you know what I'm saying, and all this getting prepared for one something. That's what I see now. That's what I see now. So so when I was sitting up there, man, I had Kanika Jenkins on my mind. And I tossed and turned because the information that I was getting off this. Hold on. Where is it? Gotta be damn, it gotta be not this one. Is it this one? It gotta be this one. On this scene. Now I see why he roaming around with an earpiece. So it makes me think that the people, where they really coming from? Is they coming from the private area? Making it look like they arriving with their luggage just to go out the front door and go back into the private area? Cause that's what it look like to me. So let me skip this a little bit. So now y'all see how the time skip from 133 on the food court hall, and this finna skip 2 minutes. This only thing they just need just 2 minutes. A lot can happen in those 2 minutes once he walked out that back door. You know what I'm saying? And this, come on, man. So check this out. Guess who else y'all finna see on this footage? Cause keep this in mind, people still finna come in that junk cause she ain't left out the room yet. But when the plan is finna go down there one some, look how everybody finna start showing up when that girl finna walk back in that lobby. Now you'll see the whole setup between the family, the hotel staff, and the funeral home. Mm-hmm. In the funeral home. Cause this what I learned about Miss Teresa. Everybody know this that will follow me. And I'm like, yeah, man, I traced Miss Teresa back to a funeral home. Somebody in her family got a funeral home. And somebody in her family, you know what I'm saying, they got a foster home. And they be housing teens, girls and boys. So when I looked at, okay, that means Cocking them. The one Cocking them came in, he got tied to the funeral home. WikiLeaks. So I said, damn, go back to WikiLeaks and to Zach TV with the picture of WikiLeaks. Leaks and Son funeral home. So I said, oh, it makes sense. Look, they go the dudes. The same people that I said they got they connected to the funeral home. That you see at the above of the screen in the lobby, they connect to the funeral home. Smacks them. And guess who they related to? Miss Teresa. So you connect Miss Teresa back to the funeral home. And that's what her body was supposed to be. Then look. Oh, now you know it's finna go down now. Cause guess who Kanika finna text? The first person she finna be texting is Leonora. So when she texts her sister, I'm ready to go, look how her sister already in the lobby. Right? What time this is? Still at 12:35. So you see her come in with, if you look at Kanika text, girl, let me be a thought in peace. So you see her come in the room, chill in that motherfucker for about 35 minutes and come back. Now she out the room and in the lobby. So when that text message came out, let me be a thought in peace, what Leonora went up there into the room and did? Did she tell her sister, yeah, girl is cool, you know what I'm saying? Shit, dude. There you go. They finna start moving around like roaches. Look, not only the family, but look, you gotta make it look cool. So check this out. Now you see why the hotel traffic just all the way slowed down. So anybody you see on the footage, they a part of it. It wasn't no, oh, these people is guests and they just having a good time. No, these people, it just make the camera look good while they her. It's a setup, remember? You just don't want them in the lobby. You just don't want them in the lobby just all by their lonesome self and setting up and they spend the set. No. Just throw in a couple of random people at a time, make it look like, yeah, ain't nothing going on. This just regular shit. See how security on the move? So this is just to let you know, like, damn, if they send that girl up, look how Kanika will be unaware of what's going on outside the room. And she in there with her family getting pressure pulled on. She be like, why y'all acting like this? Man, what's up with y'all? Y'all irritate me. And Mitch Reese talking about, yeah, my daughter look like she was irritated. What you mean? She'll be irritated around about this time. Talking, man, look, I'm ready to go. So check this out. Tregang gonna mute that microphone, gang, and I'm out. I just want y'all to just watch the footage. Do they just prove that, man, look, Tregang, you was right. You said watch the footage, do your own research. You did a family background check. You coming to find out that you linked all the family members back, and then you linked all the hotel people back. So it would make sense why the family doing their part and the hotel doing their part. And Miss Teresa think that she can be like, yeah, hotel, I know y'all had something to do with my daughter there without mentioning her family. This is why she said in the news press conference, well, what is your narrative, Miss Teresa? What you may think that happened to your daughter? What you think? I believe it's an inside job. I believe people knew there was an inside job and somebody knew that was going on. What? That's the video when Kanika said, man, y'all blowing me. Check this out. I need to go back to that video right here.
It's bad.
So they added the audio in this video that was at this time frame.
Let me see.
See that?
Slow you roll, shorty.
So they added that video audio in this time frame to match this video.
Man, the phones ain't working. This weak ass connection.
See that? So look, the whole purpose of this Irene, everybody want to know, look at Irene her, why her hair all messed up over her head. The reason why, she just came back in the room at 1 something. They got a video that was at 11 something. After TY Live video, they got a video with Kaniga already there in the room and took the audio and she like, yeah, man, I read the pocket ticket and all this old shit. And then you got Monique telling me, yeah, we about to come outside and all this. And then, you know, you got family involvement and all this. They all scattered out through the hotel while all this shit will be going on. And then when they set the girl up and all this old shit, right? Look what you finna see. So the audio that you would be hearing in Irene Live, it would be round about this time. And y'all blowing me. I'm ready to go. That's why everybody finna dip out that John. Cause look what time Kanika finna come in that motherfucker, bruh. Friends K just came from downstairs, you know what I'm saying, in the lower level basement. Ain't no telling who he done let in. Then you got the security coming in that mother. I told y'all they finna bust a move. Shit, the girl ready to go and this finna go down. They know the girl ready for to go. Now they finna bust that move. Now you see how these people just came through the front door, walked completely past them just to go out the back door. Just to go out the back door. Let me skip it cause this jump here gonna be off a little bit cause cause you know the time be froze. So let me skip it to that time frame. Now you see how everybody coming in now. I need to go to 1 o'clock. Here we go. We almost close to it. Right up in here. We in that same frame. Here we go. There they go right there. All right. I'm going to skip it a little bit. I'm at the back door. I'm skipping it at the back door. This is going to be at 204 and 203. See, that's when they come in. Boom. You see that? They come in. Then you got these people leaving. That's when they leave. Security guard raising his hands up. Oh, yeah, it's finna go down. And guess who? Then look, that means Kanika left the room. And when she feel irritated, right? Guess who she finna meet up with? A dude. So now they got, we got her out the room. There he go. Pie. So the whole plan was when she come outside, look, she finna come in and meet up with dude. So now she finna come meet up with dude and leave with him. So Kanika wasn't drugged. Kanika was never drugged and wasn't taking no more, wasn't smoking no weed, wasn't doing none of that shit, bro. That's Miss Teresa said. 1 cup is too much for her. That's what Irene said she was drinking. That's what everybody, when they came to that, That's what they said in the autopsy. The police were like, well, we're going to get the autopsy and we're going to collaborate the autopsy with y'all story and say one covered too much for her and have somebody reenact her walking in the hallway. If Kaniga did walk down on the lower level hallway, it ain't gonna show her drunk and purr, so you don't want to show that footage because you're gonna be like, damn, why would she? Shit, they don't look like she drunk her. So when I look at this whole surveillance footage, all this was a business deal. That's all it was. Ain't got to do nothing with no hate or none of that shit. They chose Kaniga because, man, look, she reached somebody blood type. So they needed everybody to believe in it was gang violence to make it look like this shit was so street. They'll come into the hotel and do you in. No. Cause all that narrative when they try to tell us, yeah, these dudes, Monifa brought these dudes to the party and they scratched the whole party out. So you mean these dudes came to the party and scratched Miss Teresa family out, the history and what these people known for? They just like going to goddamn it 4 Deep at goddamn it at Montana House. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some, we finna, no. Hey, y'all, let's get those lights up, y'all. And let's share this shit. Cause look, ain't no random people just finna check in a hotel with luggage and bags if they didn't already preserve a hotel room. See that it's really finna get serious. That's why everybody hanging out in that private area. That's why you got people in there with the suit luggage, all of this. They waiting on Kaniga to look. I did my research. I was like, oh, that's why they coming in and make it look all cool and shit. Cause everybody getting paid for these roles. Everybody getting paid for these roles. That's why you still got this same lady. And check this out. If you know this lady came in with who? If you watch that footage, this lady came in with a dude and she came in with the other group of the family. And the dude that she was with is a staff member and he's a security guard. So you already got the police there, the news people there, the Flanco dude, you got the black police sergeant there already. Then you got security that's already running in and out the room because we already know the security gonna be running in and out the room round about this time, talking about a noise complaint. So if it was a noise complaint round about 12 song, did Kanika get to arguing with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or there was some words that changed. She was like, bitch, I'm out of here. I'm finna get ready and go. And they, you know what I'm saying? And she text her sister like, shit, I'm ready to go. And this thing, you know, dude meeting her down in the lobby. And she was like, yeah, I'm ready to get up out there, motherfucker. She thinks she finna leave with him, but the whole time he's a part of this shit. So that makes me think like, why would she would meet up with him? What's so special about him? Like, you know, she got a boyfriend and all this old shit. Why would she meet up with a nigga if it ain't family member? Pay y'all and I'm out. See, Kanika don't meet up with strangers. And she off the west side. And they don't fuck with nobody if they ain't gang or if they ain't family. Now I see why this lady coming in. This is staff member. This is staff member. And guess who she come in with? The dude in the hoodie. The gray hoodie. That's his baby. He got a baby by this woman, bro. All he did was dropped her off at the front door, wait till she come out, and once she come out, he finna drop her off at the back door while he go park the car and walk right between her, and then you got security. Look at the move. No, I'm still here, boo. I'm still here. I'm just gonna mute my microphone. You know what I'm saying? Let me skip this video right here to the right times. That's why you got these people. Look, and check this out. Guess where they finna go to? Through the back dock where Kanika later finna be found at. So now you know what's in that cooler. Now you know why they will be going back there. Trafficking at its finest. Cause keep this in mind, they finna get ready to kill her. So keep this in mind, you're gonna need all the tools prepared already down there before this shit happen, right? Cause you're gonna need those organs ASAP when the body die. Cause the organ gonna stay alive for at least 2 hours. That's what nobody don't fail to realize. Once you kill the body, your organ, your brain, your heart, your liver, you know, it's still functioning once your body died. You know, it's still functioning up. It depends on if you got shot in the heart where their heart ain't gonna survive. You see what I'm saying? But if you choke somebody out and strangulate, you can preserve the brain, the kidneys, and all this. This is why strangulation is so popular when it comes to the victims. So boom, she finna leave out. They will make sense why her hair will be different and all of this old shit. And she finna leave Avenue and walk around to where these people going. She finna walk around to where these people finna go drop this shit off at. This is the last time that anybody finna see Kanika on footage. To us, that's the last time we gonna see that lady. But to them, they got that lady every movement. Man, that lady finna go straight to that Caddyshack. Once that lady go straight to that Caddyshack, now you got the Andrew Holmes story. Yeah, when she went back there, it's 2 double doors. Oh, in the private area, you do got 2 double doors on the main lobby. And what's behind those double doors? It's a kitchen back there. Oh, okay, no wonder. I thought you were talking about on the lower level, Andrew Holmes. Oh, damn, you. Oh, nah, I went. Yeah, oh, okay. So that means when you explain her route, so what you did, you just took her route, because it would be the same route if you take it outside in the parking lot and walk your way around. It would be the same route. Check this out. Won't it be the same route if Kanika walked out this door and walked on this side of the building? It's the same route. going straight back to the caddy shack outside of the building just to go back in. So guess what you gonna have her do? Get somebody to reenact her role on the camera on the lower level on this hallway, and they're gonna give you the same fucking route. So we basically watching a fucking movie. So we basically that everybody was hired to do this shit. That's crazy to me, bruh. This how Hollywood can cover their ass. Hey, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Shit, we'll protect y'all. It's the family that we got a problem with. Cause the family making too much noise. Since the family making too much noise, that's why they was getting exposed. Cause look how many YouTubers were coming out. Look at that luggage right there. Look at these people part of the organ harvest. Why would you say that about random people on the surveillance footage? Unless you know something. Unless you really know something. And then once you expose it, that would make sense. Like, well, what? Damn, that would make sense why he would drop all this shit off at the back dock. And you got the police talking about, yeah, I'm at the back dock. You know what I'm talking about? Then once you read the reports, then you had a maintenance man talking about the wood double doors were open around about this time. Cause they made his statements on the 10th. And he said he remembered the doors, you know what I'm saying, were open more than usual that night. All this shit was a business deal. If you got, just imagine how much money this shit finna make. Don't y'all know the same person Mr. Reese sued and got that little chump change from him? Don't you know this man just made a deal, a $78 million deal buying an apartments complex? And Mr. Reese set it out for what? Chump change? This sucker just bought $78 million of property. You know you look bad in Tregang eyes. Bitch, you set this shit up and went through all of that and still get fucked. That's why Mr. Reese had a problem, because they was still getting fucked behind this case, bro. You got, if you sold her organs to people that's in the organ harvest, you know you finna get a couple of thousand, 100,000, depends on what the deal is. But you got these people that will come and film this shit. You see what I'm saying? Let me film this shit. I can make damn near a couple of millions off this shit. Everybody made and profit off that girl death. It just wasn't about organ harvesting, because look how much this film would go along. This could cover Mr. Reese, pay everybody's expenses. What bitch? What you lack? What you got a problem with? I ain't getting enough money. Well, bitch, take this. Look how much this footage. Check this out. How much that footage would be worth or actual in that private room back here, this private room, because that's where it all gonna went down. That how much money that camera alone would generate? Millions when it come to the elite. Because guess who you got on that motherfucker? Top actors and family, all in the snuff film murdering. Pie y'all. That's what you see on that goddamn footage. So Kaniga left out. So wherever Kaniga going, that's where these people finna go. Right where she finna go. That's where everybody finna go, bro. Now you see how the scene, when you thinking there's a movie director, right? Think about like, all right, action. Now everybody playing their role. Action, we got her now. We finna go in there. And once Kanika get back there, something happened to that girl less than 5 minutes of back there. So everybody need to be on the move, and all the moves need to be precise. Cause this real life event, everything is time and calculated when it come to this shit. Man, y'all know that money that Miss Teresa got? You know that money down there halfway gone, if it ain't even already gone. Cause you know a motherfucker finna goddamn spin, get their little cars, get their little wardrobe up, trick off a little bit. They finna get all that out the way. And by the time when they be like, yeah, let me settle down and be like, damn, well, how much money I got in the bank? Bitch, you ain't got nothing, $20 in that motherfucker. Oh, fuck, let's go kill Azaria next. She got that insurance money right. Yeah, let's kill her. Yeah, let's go plan a boat trip and knock the bitch off the boat. Next thing you know, everybody benefiting off her. And then they expose and be like, Zari's the best friend of Kanika. Why Miss Teresa and nobody else in that circle said that was the real best friend of Zaria? Who was never more needful. He was never more needful. But when the girl died, she got exposed to being the best friend. And nobody, that what got me, because the public didn't even give a fuck about that. They forgot about the Kanika Jenkins case, all this shit. You know, they just think, oh, this bitch done drowned off the boat. And all of this is shit. What a tragic event. And do you know that was Kanika real best friend? Oh, that was her best friend? I ain't know that. I thought Monique was a best friend. Well, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? She died and we need to pay homage. Fuck that bitch. I know that hoe down in hell with Lucifer right now. Sure, this live so the family could hear this shit. The bitch in hell. That's why the bitch drowned, you know what I'm talking about? I'll bump a bitch off the boat too. Damn, you set your best friend up and bitch, I do you too. You know what I'm talking about? Look what the footage show alone. And at this point, where is Miss Teresa? Nobody ain't thinking about Miss Teresa, James Coleman, the aunties. Cause if you got all these young people at that party and every person that was young at that party, them Miss Teresa brothers, sons, Miss Teresa sisters, sons, nephew, and cousin. Matter of fact, I'ma let the bitch tell you like this here when the bitch was crying and shit. When she getting exposed, be like, damn, Miss Teresa, why so many people dying in your circle? Teresa Martin. I'll cry too once the public find out that them your nieces, so everybody that died, your brothers and your sisters and them, they all nieces and nephews on the footage. And your other sister found out about this setup and y'all killed her too. Make perfect sense to me.
Hey, Live. I don't own the rights to this music. I'm talking to the ones that know us and know my family. The newcomers that had met us, or that came within our lives, you know, cross paths or whatever. I just want to tell y'all, the devil is a lie, no matter what. When you're doing the right thing, the devil come at us in all kind of shape, form, and fashion. So I don't own the rights to this music once again.
Now she want to call out the devil because she know she been fucked the whole time, and then she sacrificed her family at the same fucking time. Then when the lady get exposed like on the footage, that's your family on the footage. We see what we saw on the footage with your family members and these people. Then I did a background check so I could understand the whole investigation. So now you trying to fool the public with fake ass tears.
Yeah, I lost my baby sister.
Your baby sister? Who else, bitch? Tonight.
I lost my baby sister. And I'm just speaking to the people that's going through or not even knowing when somebody go through. When the Bible says slow to anger, I'm thinking I agitated her. Because she was like, her defense was up. And I'm looking like,
I see why.
And you did nothing. But I'm saying, I'm using my story. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. But I'm telling.
Makes sense you would be using your story. Look who's sneaking out the motherfucker. That's crazy. This what you sign up. Bitch, what you think you supposed to... What else you supposed to... You know what I'm saying? If you tune in with the devil and fuck with the devil, what you think that's gonna be the outcome of this shit? Now you want everybody to feel sorry for you because you had to sacrifice. Check this out. All her brothers and sisters, the ones that died, they kids is on the footage. The people that came in with man, them Miss Teresa brothers and sisters kids, bruh. Them her nieces and nephews. And once her younger sister found that out, bruh was like, what the fuck? Her sister stopped fucking with her when the surveillance footage was released. Cause once the surveillance footage was released, it was over with. Then look, you got the security. Check this out. If you got the security walking out the front door, what time it is? They just said 1:33. What y'all think why he would be walking out and interested in the parking lot if Miss Teresa was talking about how did my daughter made it outside that parking lot? Look. Look who died behind this shit. Look at Miss Teresa's voice when she say she had her family. This was a family secret. They set it up, but her baby sister didn't know nothing about this shit. So it's gonna be family members. They don't know nothing about what Miss Teresa got going on. So when her baby sister found out about, hey, cause y'all know her baby sister wasn't with her at the Crown Plaza Hotel when her daughter was, when they were searching for her. Where was her sister at now? Don't that finna make sense? If you was hanging with your sister around about that time, why your sister wasn't at the hotel with you when Kanika first come over missing? Cause you were with your sister the whole fucking time. So when you became separated from your sister to pull this lick off, and then explain it to your sister, had her all at the protest. No wonder why I seen your sister start slacking up at those protests. Don't they hit different? Think about this. All those protests, you seen Miss Teresa's sister on her side down there 1 or 2 times. But when it came to when the video released, no more Miss Teresa's sister.
Somebody that can change the situation that they going through. If somebody that you know that's been going through something and they just all of a sudden just change and be mean or angry towards you or maybe silence or distance themselves from y'all, I'm asking y'all to have mercy. Have mercy up on them.
Bitch need to be hit in the head with a payout stick.
My sister, ever since the death of my baby, and then we couldn't rejuvenate after that. Then it was my brother.
Then was your
then
brother.
My other brother.
Your other brother.
That's not including the friends with them.
Friends of the family.
But it messed her up.
It messed her up when she found out about it. My point exactly, bitch. Have you noticed that Have you noticed Bree mama died after this? I mean, her daddy died after this shit. Monifa family died. And all of them was some kin. Y'all remember that shit? Tanasia Walker mama died. All it was in the same time frame. And we didn't know all these people were family at that time, bruh. So when she said her brothers and her sisters and them, she relaying that shit all the way back to the same people that you see on the footage.
She hurt it so bad.
She need to hurt it.
She hurt it so bad. And I was with my selfish ways.
Your selfish ways.
I birthed her. Don't start talking, stop crying, cause I didn't want to cry. But Shatara, I love you, sister. I love you. My sister dead, y'all. Y'all got loved ones. Be more linguist. Understand more. Have more compassion. Like how the Bible say, be slow to anger. Yeah. I was so stuck in my selfish ways. Oh, if I could live without my daughter, I don't care who get mad at me.
Told y'all. If she could live without her daughter, she don't give a fuck who mad at her. Look how you set your own baby up. Now you know the true side of this witch. This lady just perfectly just set an example for as a mother. I could live without my daughter. Whoever mad, fuck y'all. And then, and you looking on this footage, you the reason why the girl stepped foot in the hotel. You the reason why she stepped foot in the hotel. Bitch, you was the mastermind behind this shit. All because you want your sister, your baby sister. And when she found out and he crushed your baby sister so hard and you love your sister more than you love anybody and Nick crush, that's why you crying. You ain't never cried like that about Kanika because you didn't give a damn. The bitch didn't give a damn.
Sometime I made a status. One day I'm gonna learn how to kiss a little peach. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Guess what?
Yeah, you gonna have to.
Real fast. It's okay.
Yeah, you gonna have to when the hotel correct you on that. And then once and then you got certain parts of the people in your family figured out. That's why Miss Teresa ain't cool with the rest of her family. Only the people that Miss Teresa that you see on the taking pictures with is the same people that was involved with her daughter death. No outside family, cause she got family members, you know what I'm saying, that feel just the way we do. You see what I'm saying? She don't want that to be aired out, bruh.
Okay to kiss a little peach with your loved ones. I'm not saying this, I'm telling y'all, and it's been within me to tell y'all. Forgive. I don't care if you ain't did nothing but been good. Forgive your loved ones. Forgive. Forgive while you got the chance. Tomorrow ain't promised to us.
That's another way to use religion. Hey, you know I'm wrong on this, but please forgive me. Please forgive. Man, fuck that forgiving shit, bro. Man, look, it's a reason why they got religion so tight up to be like, look, if people like this here come across your way, if they ever cross you, learn to forgive them. Nah, that's just way Lucifer saying, if I get caught mistreating and abusing you, please forgive me once you figure out what I was doing to you. Know what I'm saying? Now look. Now you understand this footage. Check this out. What time this footage? This at 1:41. Guess who she coming in with? My point exactly. And I'm out, y'all.
It ain't. It ain't. I am who I am. I ain't trying to be nobody else but me. And I'm trying to help somebody along my way. Because before I entered into this situation, I didn't know what to do and how to do it and how to rotate it. But when I learn, I get up on here, not for no shape or fashion. If y'all ain't noticed that, I don't give a about that. I just want to help somebody if I can. I love y'all. Send a prayer out for me. As y'all pray for me, I'm going to pray for y'all.
Before I make
Now wait till you start seeing the police on the footage. Oh man, you thought it was over with? Wait till you start seeing police and undercovers and more family members on this shit. So look, I need to I don't want to do this. Now since we know this at 143, remember what Straight Drop said? Oh, this is happening at 130 or 150. So now you got, it don't take no rocket science to what will be going on with Kanika at this time. Now look at the staff involvement when it come to this. Don't it seem like they done teamed up together, bro? For each other? Cause check this out. I believe when the girl died, you finna start seeing a lot of them pop up on the footage, and they're gonna explain why you finna see the second group. You know what I'm saying? Of the staff, the producing them. You know what I'm saying? On the man, this shit so deep, bro. This shit so deep. Long as I show everybody the sergeant, the newsman on that jump when they showed up, then you got all the production team. Look, all the production team, bro. Look, it makes sense. It make totally much sense now.
We trying to hope for the best. We're not thinking of what you mean.
See that? So now you know that we need that parking lot footage. We need that parking lot footage. Now watch the parking lot footage. Man, you gotta skip this motherfucker all the way to her. And then the worst thing to do is to skip the footage, because now you got to watch the whole parking lot footage and see where everybody was coming from. Because they got everybody up under pressure that people parking her, leaving out the car garage to come here, checking the hotel, just to walk through her, through the back door, walk in the lobby, just to walk out the front fucking door. Shit, let's look. You see this in the time frame. Look what's going on in the time frame. No wonder why there's so many skips and glitches in this motherfucker. So what Irene them would be at round about this time? They finna leave the room again. Look.
Shut up. You steady talking again. You want to get into it?
They finna leave the room again. She already in the kitchen. See that?
Hi, that's nice. So I'm not nice. Yeah.
That's why you finna hear the ambulance.
I showed her somebody come there at the entrance.
Told you. I showed her somebody come. They go to ambulance, and guess what Mr. Risa did? Added the Chief Keef song with the ambulance intro, so you could blot out what they really talking about in the background. So what this sound like if they put Kanika, just say they already did something to Kanika, came back in the room, and this is what you see in the room, because they finna come back out the room.
Yeah.
It's you?
I just got the
Don't worry about the song. The song is a distraction. Watch this.
get to it. Hello.
Hello?
Parking inside.
No wonder why she talking about a parking lot. Say it again, Irene.
It's the parking lot. It's a parking lot.
It's a parking lot. Guess what parking lot she talking about? Not this parking lot. No, not this parking lot.